you will know what do you need to walk away from. You will know what has literally come to an end. Yes, my gorgeous Virgolini, you've guessed it. This month, you are going to have your turning point. There is no doubt about it. And there is something you are going to realize it has come to an end. And you know what? It is to do with an aspect of your life that you have been maybe struggling with a little bit lately. And this in itself have been enough for you to understand that something has just started to make you feel maybe rather unhappy. This is not a bad thing whatsoever, but it's a really great sign that you are moving on with your life. You are moving forward with your life. It is not so much about what has come to an end, my gorgeous Virgolini, but it's a lot about which new beginning you are going to have. There is something magnificent is going to happen. And going back to you realizing what has come to an end, well, let me tell you, the moment in time you realize what has come to an end in your life, my God, at that moment in time your life is going to change in the best possible way. You are internally going to be so much happier. And at that moment in time, a lot of things indeed inside you are going to change. In terms of an energy and your vibration, you know, after that moment in time, you are going to start to attracting the right people and the right experiences into your life. And I'm not saying that that didn't happen before, but I'm just saying once we, reconnect with our own spirit, with our own soul to the point when we are able to be so honest with ourselves and walk away from something like literally immediately, this in itself is also going to present you with one of the biggest rewards you've had in a very, very long time. And when it comes to numerology, your number is 1118. 1118 means that, you know, you are going to have a huge, enormous, probably the biggest turning point of your entire life. And I'm going to talk to you about it a little bit later. When it comes to this like big turning point, there are these specific dates I'm going to need you to pay attention to. This stage of your life, it's going to be literally life-changing indeed. So now, my gorgeous Virgolini, I'm going to start with the very first date I would like you to pay attention to. The very first date in November, it's going to be on the 9th of November. On the 9th of November, okay, there are lots of things in your life, you know, are gonna be leading to this point. Lots of things you have been unhappy with and lots of things you have been struggling with lately. It is important to, you know, be able to be honest with ourselves and to see certain situations in our lives as a really great opportunity to move forward, rather than seeing a certain situation in our life as some kind of a failure, okay? And so what am I trying to say here is there were certain things you were worrying about lately, and I mentioned this in my previous videos. My gorgeous Virgolini, you have been going through something really difficult because there was a negative change in circumstances which you've had. There were like about 2 or 3 of them, to be quite honest, within the last like about 5 or 6 months, but there is something that majorly really affected you, some kind of a negative change in circumstances, and this one hasn't been that, it didn't happen that long ago, and this in itself kind of made you think, this in itself made you worried about the current path that you are on, and most certainly, most importantly, about your future in general, because lots of things have been indeed slowed down. So this is what I mean when I said, oh my God, lots of things have been leading to this particular point in time here. It looks like something is going to trigger you on the 9th of November. And what is going to trigger you, it's going to be like, you know, it is to do like with a certain person in your life. maybe maybe this is going to be your partner, but if this is your partner, then you have been with your partner for a very, very long time. Or maybe this is like a certain family member, or like a friend who you know for like a very long time. But there is a certain problem that you are going to be thinking about. And to me, the first what comes to me intuitively straight away, that problem that you're going to be thinking about really on the 9th of November, it's like you're going to be worrying maybe about a certain family member. That's how I see it. But if this is not a certain family member, some kind of a problem is going to come up, some kind of a problem is going to pop up, and you're going to feel like you're not able to kind of help, or you're not able to step in because you're going to be dealing with lots of things yourself. And this is going to make you feel like a little bit frustrated. So it's either going to be like a family member that you cannot help, or you're going to be worrying about, or it's going to be somebody who is extremely, extremely close to you indeed. But this is what is going to start this like kind of emotional confusion a little bit. Okay, when it comes to the 9th of November 2024, and what I need you to understand is that there is this beautiful, beautiful person in your life. This is to do with the gorgeous person in your life. Now, I'm not referring to what I said before. What are you going to initially be worried about? And what is going to kind of trigger you here? You see, I said that it's going to be some kind of a family member or somebody very close to you, that you're going to hear something that you may not like necessarily, but you're going to feel a little bit frustrated because you can't step in, or you can't help, or something like that, something along those lines. Okay, this is what's going to make you worried. Okay, this is what's going to cause a little bit of an emotional confusion. And then, you know, on the 9th of November, after that moment in time, I can see you like kind of talking to somebody really beautiful, talking to this beautiful person in your life, this gorgeous soul. You're either going to be talking to this gorgeous soul in your life, and this is somebody who is now, I hope this is not too confusing. So after that, you will be talking to somebody who is very close to you, like one of your best friends or something like that, somebody really beautiful, somebody really spiritual. This person is very gorgeous in so many different ways, and this person is also very open-minded as well. I would absolutely love this person so much myself, who you're gonna be talking to. It's somebody who is able to like really understand a lot more than maybe perhaps normal people would. Somebody who is ridiculously intuitive, somebody who is like an empath, for example, and somebody who is really beautiful in and out. You're either gonna be talking to that person, you're either gonna be having conversation with that person after that moment in time, or you're gonna be thinking about that particular person, or that person is gonna send you some kind of a news, some kind of a message, and this may start like this particular thing within you. The bottom line is that beautiful person in your life, it's after that moment in time going to be such a breath of a fresh air. So first of all, you're going to start worrying, and then later, I hope this is not too confusing, and then later you're either going to be talking to this beautiful person in your life, you're either going to be thinking about this person in your life, or either that gorgeous person who's very close to you is going to send you some kind of a message, but something really beautiful, something really powerful, something really amazing. It's going to be triggered within you, my gorgeous Virgolini. Something beautiful, it's going to be triggered within you, and you are gonna really kind of, whoa, you're gonna find this really rejuvenating, because now you are going to kind of realize, you're gonna be reminded, you know, what do you want to do through that person. You're gonna be reminded what means to you so much. You're gonna be reminded of things that inspires you. You're gonna be reminded of things that you're so amazing at. And sometimes we just need a little bit of help. Sometimes we just need somebody to remind us, you know, and rejuvenates us in such a way, because we have this great reminder of some kind of a path that we maybe have swayed off a little bit. And this happens, and this is normal, this is absolutely normal, but it's down to us whether we're gonna be able to get back on track, or whether we're gonna need a little bit of extra time to discover whatever need to discover in order to really carry on our path. But this in itself, it's important. This is absolutely obvious to me, that through this person you're gonna be reminded of what you are really you're gonna be reminded of your own goal, of this specific goal, of an important goal. Okay, you will also realize so much of how amazing you are, when it comes to certain things, how brilliant you are. And all these feelings and emotions and vibrations are gonna contribute towards you having this absolutely mind-blowing awakening moment. You are going to have your awakening moment. There is no doubt about that. Okay, and this is why those beautiful people in our lives are literally like our guardian angels, because they tend to guide us, at the time when we do find out ourselves in a little bit of a darkness indeed. So you are going to have this great moment of awakening. You're going to be reminded of, who you are, what you're doing here, and especially when it comes to some kind of a mission in life. You are going to become so determined again. And I'm not being funny, but things are a little bit yin-yang. Do you know what I mean? When it comes to our lives, when it comes to our spiritual journey. And sometimes when we do have a little bit of emotional confusion, it does kind of brings us to the certain points in life where we can't go any lower, maybe at certain point. And this in itself, it's also a really great sign, because after that moment in time, my gorgeous Virgolini, you guessed it, the only way is up. Honestly, this is so important. So you're gonna become so determined on the 9th of November, and you're going to find yourself on a mission again. Okay, my God, my gorgeous Virgolini, welcome back. It is so good to see you back. I hope you understand how important this is gonna be. I do know that you have been going through something quite difficult lately, so that's why I'm super pleased to actually tell you this. You are about to find yourself on a mission again. It's so good to see you back, my gorgeous Virgolini. And at the same time, this mission that you are gonna find yourself on again, it's gonna lead towards your own victory. When it comes to you being so much happier, when things start making sense again. And on top of emotionally, this is going to be one big massive mama. But at the same time, it's going to be fantastic for your own, it's going to be fantastic for a material gain, for example. It's going to be materialistically. Okay, it's gonna be materialistically, this is gonna be absolutely brilliant. So, I'm not being funny, my gorgeous Virgolini, but this in itself, this is gonna be a mind-blowing experience. All this that I've mentioned so far, it's gonna be a mind-blowing experience. And the more you think about it after this moment in time, the more evident it's going to become that there are really big changes, really big life changes that you need to do, and they're gonna be absolutely imminent. And this is your starting point, and these changes are gonna be so good because you, my gorgeous Virgolini, have found yourself at this stage of your life where this is absolutely imminent whatsoever. Absolutely brilliant, my God. And also on top of all that, in between the 9th and the 11th of November, you are indeed going to have some kind of unexpected revelation. This unexpected revelation you are going to have in between the 9th and the 11th of November, it's going to be playing an absolutely crucial role when it comes to you breaking free, when it comes to you liberating yourself. Absolutely brilliant. The next important date, my gorgeous Virgolini, it's going to be on the 11th of November. On the 11th of November, you see, now on the 11th of November, you just basically, okay, this is just one more day, which is gonna be like a little bit deep. But then after that moment in time, things are going to start flowing so beautifully, okay? So I'm not trying to be, oh my God, he's been dark Lala and things like that. But you know, this life is not all like, you know what I mean? Pink, purple and blah, blah, blah. You know, this life can be very strange sometimes. You know, and we are in charge of our own lives, you know, and that's why we have to like make sure that we stay on top of things. So on the 11th of November 2024, okay, so you are gonna feel like a little bit of a pressure on the 11th of November. But when it comes to this pressure that you are, this is how this is gonna start. You're gonna feel under like a little bit of pressure because it looks like somebody is maybe going to kind of demand, somebody is going to be demanding something from you, and you're not going to be able to maybe give to this person whatever this person is going to be demanding. That's how it looks like to me, honestly. So you are going to feel under some kind of a pressure. It looks like maybe you're going to be working on something, maybe you're going to be doing something, but you're still going to need a little bit of time when it comes to that. Well, the good news is, whatever is going to give you pressure on the 11th of November, I know, even if it sounds the craziest, okay, whatever is going to give you this pressure on the 11th of November, even if it sounds crazy, you need to understand that this pressure is soon about to be resolved. But what I want you to pay attention to, and what I need you to concentrate on, my gorgeous Virgolini, it's like a basically this something is going to really make you feel so good later on that day, on the 11th of November. Surprise, surprise, baby. Knock, knock, knock on the 11th of November. Surprise, surprise. Do you see what I mean? 11, 11. This is one giant mama about to step in again. 11-11. This is such a powerful day because 11-11, it's a lot to do when it comes to our own self-discovery. When it comes to, like, you know, our own self-discovery, but it's also about being able to see things and feel things and sense things in a completely different light. And this is why this is for you to important. This is why this is important to understand, because on the 11th of November, something is going to inspire you, and it's going to be so random. And this is what I need you to pay attention to, not what gave you a little bit of pressure, not what gave you a little bit of stress. Do not give in. The more you give in to something that you're worrying about, the bigger this is going to become. Okay, so you just need to say to yourself, it's gonna be fine, and don't waste your precious energy on worrying, because sometimes our own worries can actually slow things down. So you just need to try to learn how to be as optimistic as you can. So that's what I need you to focus on, this like inspiration you're going to have on this particular day, my gorgeous Virgolini. Something is going to inspire you on the 11th of November, and I need you, for the love of God, to go to like really explore. To go to explore this. So whatever is going to inspire you, it's important for you to understand that you need to explore this immediately. So don't waste your energy on problems. Don't waste your energy on something that's giving you stress. But please do use your energy to go towards whatever made you so good, so inspired. Something is going to inspire you. Something is going to make you feel so optimistic. And on top of all that, you will know that this is is something different, you will know this is different. This is different because there is also going to be such a good omen. You are going to have it around that particular time. And this omen is going to be so specific, but people would not even be able to understand if you try to explain to them the meaning of this omen. So it's going to be super specific, but you will know this is your indication, this is your sign that this is something you should do, this is something you should find out a little bit more, this is something you should explore. Because all that is going to lead towards you needing to make an important adjustment, okay? You know, because whatever it's going to inspire you here is also going to lead towards exactly whatever it's going to inspire you here. It's also going to lead you towards exactly which adjustment do you need to make in your life immediately. Okay, this is something you need to do indeed. Okay, and this is really, really important. So this is something you need to kind of like really pay attention to. The next important date, my gorgeous Virgolini, it's gonna be on the 20th of November. Now, the next important date, it's going to, I don't even have space for my hands, yeah, for my arms. Yeah, the next important date, it's going to be on the 20th of November, my gorgeous Virgolini. Now, this is the time when I'm getting so excited. Now, this is the time of the month when I told you, like, oh my God, just wait a little bit and you will see how are things going to unfold in a such an amazing way. In between the 20th and the 26th of November, you need to understand that this is going to be that turning point that I was talking about. In between the 20th and the 26th of November, you are going to have this turning point I was talking about. And this turning point, it's going to come in the form of an opportunity. So you are going to have a major opportunity. You are going to have a major opportunity in between the 20th and the 26th of November. This major opportunity is the beginning of your turning point. This major opportunity is the beginning of a big change in your life. This brilliant opportunity is the beginning of a whole new stage. Oh yeah, I thought I dropped my microphone. Woo! Yeah, this God forbidden. Yeah, so this opportunity is the beginning of a big change in your life. This opportunity is the beginning of a brand new stage in your life. This is absolutely beautiful, and you need to understand that this opportunity that you are going to have, yes, I know, on top of all this, there is something that you're going to find so challenging about, but please, for the love of God, you need to take this opportunity on, because in exactly 7 months time your life is going to change drastically in the best possible way. I mean this. In exactly 7 months time your life is going to change so much, and you are going to be grateful to God that you decided to take this opportunity on. So whichever challenge you do have when it comes to this opportunity, you have to avoid this. You have to ignore this as much as you can, because in exactly 7 months time your life is going to be completely different to what your life is right now. And as I said, I mean this in the best possible way. This opportunity, it's probably gonna give you the fastest and the quickest progress you've ever had with anything. Absolutely brilliant, you know, and this opportunity is going to be primarily responsible for you reorganizing your life like never before over the next 7 months. But this reorganization that I'm talking about, you will not even be aware of that you're actually doing it. It's all going to come naturally, and it's all going to happen so organically and so beautifully. Oh my God, this stage of your life, it's more important than you can possibly imagine. This opportunity is going to be absolutely life-changing. Wow. And something is going to happen here. Something is going to happen, my gorgeous Virgolini, that you are going to feel so proud of yourself. You will be so proud of yourself. And those people that know you are going to be very proud of you as well. This is amazing. The next important date, it's going to be on the 26th of... Yes, the next important date is going to be on the 26th of November. On the 26th of November, you're going to have two major ideas. Okay, two major ideas you are going to have on this day. And even if it doesn't happen on the 26th of November, it's going to happen at around the 26th of November. You're going to have two major ideas that you are not going to be able to stop thinking about whatsoever. And these two major ideas you are going to have, number one is how you will be able to walk away from something, how you will be able to move on from something that you are finding very difficult to move on from, which is really important, more important than you can possibly imagine. So this idea in itself is going to be really, really special. And the second idea you are going to have, my gorgeous Virgolini, it's also how to how to be more, for example, the second idea you are going to have, it's really you will know what do you need to do in order to have an instant progress in life. You will know what you need to do in order to have an instant progress in life. And this particular idea, it's more like maybe, it's like to do with the finances maybe, and it's to do with like a financial things and things like that, because I do know that this is going to lead slowly but surely towards some kind of a financial security. And this is why I need you to kind of understand that this is actually going to be extremely intelligent choice for you. Both of this idea you are going to have are going to be intelligent choice for you. This obviously, the first one, how to walk away from something, but the second one, it's also a lot to do with you you realizing how to have this quick progress. You're gonna have an idea, an amazing idea, something is gonna come to you for the first time, but it is to do with like a finances and the financial things, but it's not huge, it's not massive. So it's like maybe like a little bit of extra finances and things like that, but it's not huge, it's not massive. I'm not talking about this life-changing amount of money or something like that, but it's more about, important things you're going to find out, you want to try, and you want to explore, you want to do. These things are going to lead towards something much bigger and much greater. So this is the beginning of a very interesting journey, which is going to turn out to be completely different to what you would have imagined, especially when it comes to this, this progress and this money, because it's not so much about money, but it's more about you finding on yourself on this particular path where you are going to find out a lot about yourself. A lot more about yourself, but this path is also going to start the process of you starting to connect to some very, very interesting people who are going to make your life so much better and so much more meaningful. Okay, so this is why this is going to be so important, and you will notice as well from the 26th of November onwards how more spiritual you're also going to become. Suddenly you're gonna start to remember like a certain spiritual things that you were doing, my gorgeous Virgolini, and you stop doing. And this is also a great sign that you're moving forward in your life. It's a great sign of your own awakening. It cannot be a bad thing whatsoever. Absolutely brilliant. By the time you get to the 28th of November, this is also rather important. Your body is going to try to make you aware of something something that your body is missing. Your body is something that you have been taking, but you're not taking anymore, and something that made you feel really good. But then because you were going through certain stress, you had lots of things to deal with, you know, somehow you forgot about taking this. Maybe this is some kind of a nutritional supplement. Maybe this is maybe like something like a natural vitamin D, you know, because it makes people feel so much better. Maybe these were like things like fish oils, for example. Natural fish oils are making us feel really good, because fish oils are absolutely essential for our brain health, which lots of people don't maybe even think about. And once you stop taking, for example, fish oils, you just kind of become more down, and you don't realize that your brain is missing this. For example, this is just, I'm just giving you examples of suddenly you're gonna realize on the 28th of November something that you were taking but you stopped taking. Maybe this is even to do with a certain food. So your body is gonna try to communicate to you what your body needs in terms of nutrition, for example. And this is very, very important, because this in itself, it's going to reflect on your mood, and on your mood levels, and on your energy as well. I would not avoid this whatsoever. And something is, boom, just going to remind you of this. You're just going to have one of those moments like, oh God, yeah, I was taking this and now I stopped. Yeah, I need to take this. It's just going to be one of those things. So this is going to elevate you spiritually and physically as well. So this is why I need to stress this. The next important date, my gorgeous Virgolini, it's going to be on the 29th of November. On the 29th of November, well, maybe, you know, you are going to realize that this particular person in your life needs a little bit of help. You are going to realize that this particular person in your life needs a little bit of help, my gorgeous Virgolini. There is somebody who, you know, is maybe doing something that they shouldn't be doing. They're just gone overboard with something. Maybe they're drinking like a little bit, you know, and maybe they just took that on a like a little bit on the next level, you know. And sometimes, you know, I'm not criticizing, I'm not blaming, because sometimes I'm not blaming people, because sometimes people go through certain things in life and people find things really difficult, and then the way out is like things like this, you know. But sometimes, you know, I understand that it makes people feel better, but then again, in a long term, in a long run, you know, people just tend to fall into like a even deeper hole when it comes to all this. So you are going to find out that somebody in your life on the 29th of November, or at around the 29th of November, maybe is just a kind of doing something that they shouldn't be doing. And please try to kind of do anything that's in your power to try to explain to that person without trying to be patronizing. I'm not saying you would be patronizing, please don't get me wrong, but people who are at this level, you know, with things like this tend to be a little bit more sensitive, you know. And so it's just about the way you explain things to people, and try to kind of be as nice as possible. I'm not saying that you wouldn't be nice, you know what I mean? But it's important to kind of step forward and say what's on your mind, because you are going to be 100% spot on. If this person stops, this is somebody in your life, somebody gorgeous, somebody really nice. And if this person doesn't kind of, this person still has plenty of time to stop this, but if they don't stop, you know, it's going to become more and more difficult later on. And also on the 29th of November, listen, you must not avoid this skill of yours. You will know on the 29th of November that you're absolutely so good at something, so great at something. It's to do with your own skill. I think that maybe somebody is going to probably be praising you for something that you're absolutely great at. So the bottom line is your skill, your amazing skill. When it comes to something, it's going to be highlighted on the 29th of November. It's something that you already know that you are good at, but something that you were kind of brushing off underneath the carpet. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but I just mean that if we are good at something, if we are great at something, you know, if we are talented when it comes to something, how people call it normally, like a talent, there is a reason for it. Every single one of us is special for something different. And the more we cultivate that aspect of ourselves, you know, the more enlightening our life is going to be. Because each thing is going to do something magical to us, something that nothing else would be able to do. It's to do with the destiny. It's to do with the call of your spirit. It's to do with the call of your soul. But it's also to do with you being wise enough to understand that there is a reason, there is a big reason why you're good at something, like you are good with this. So now, my gorgeous Virgolini, I need you to understand that, you know, you're going to find out that you're fantastic at something. This in itself, it's going to bring a great satisfaction into your life. This in itself is going to bring a big accomplishment into your life. You know, this is going to bring so much joy into your life, so much happiness into your life. This is going to change your life to the point where you're literally going to enjoy every single day. You're going to find so much more in every single day of your life than you did before. And I'm not saying you could have been like, my God, all around the place, you could have been busy. Please don't get me wrong. But this is going to feel different. This is going to feel different because it's to do with your destiny. And also, at the same time, this is going to be different because within the next 3 months after this moment in time, this is going to lead towards like a huge adventure, towards such a beautiful adventure, where you're going to find out like that you've got possibilities in life you were dreaming of just a few months ago. And this is why this is going to be enormous for you. You must not ignore this, my gorgeous Virgolini, whatsoever. Okay, so now I'm just going to be talking about now I'm gonna shuffle the what am I gonna do? Shuffle the cards and see what's gonna be a tarot card of the month, or am I going to do the couples and singles? Let's do couples. When it comes to the couples, my gorgeous Virgolini, you see, it looks like you are gonna be worrying about something, you and your partner. There is something that you both want to do so badly. Oh my God, there is something that you both want to do so badly. But both of you cannot do this because the time is not right. It looks like that the couples you are going to be just frustrated just a little bit, you know, because you're going to stumble upon some kind of obstacle, some kind of a problem, and I don't want that obstacle and that problem put you off from doing what do you really want to do. You are both going to have a massive change very, very soon. So, but the problem is that maybe this news that you are going to have, it's like something that you are going to expect. You will be expecting some kind of a news, some kind of a progress. And that progress, it's not going to happen just yet. But then somebody very gorgeous, it's about to step in. Somebody who is very close to both of you. Somebody who is like a big, like an important person in your life and in your partner's life. Whether this is a family member, whether this is one of your best friends, but if this is a friend, it's like a huge friend. There is somebody who is about to surprise both of you. There is somebody who is about to have a really warm reunion with both of you. And this is either an amazing family friend member, or it's like one of your best friends. This particular person, it's about to bring you an amazing, amazing news. This particular person, it's about to bring you an amazing message, which is going to be carrying some kind of an offer. This offer, it's going to be absolutely impossible for both of you to ignore. Something that, oh God, you may feel like you are kind of owing something to somebody for a while and you may not like it, but I say, go for it. I say, go for it. Someone is going to offer something to you, somebody, to both of you, somebody who is so close to both of you. And this is going to bring not only bring a huge answer to your problem, but it's also going to provide this gorgeous path for both of you to finally start walking towards what you were doing for such a long time, you know, and you're gonna reach an absolutely major point with this as well. So my advice is, whatever this person is going to offer, just go for it, literally. And also, my gorgeous Virgolini, when it comes to those of you who are single and ready to mingle, do you know what? You are only now, within the first 10 days of November, it is not going to be the right time to maybe go out and try to reconnect with the people if this is what you like, my gorgeous Virgolini. You know, the first 10 days are still, you will be going through certain things, and the time it's not going to be right whatsoever. So I would, the first 10 days, when it comes to those of you being single, there is a lot gonna be happening in your life, you know, on an emotional level, and I don't think that this is gonna be something which is going to be on your mind. But then so this is only gonna be for the first 10 days. Around the 15th of November, my gorgeous Virgolini, there is somebody who is going to be like really good looking, really charming, really amazing, really gorgeous in every possible way. And that person will really like you. That person will fancy you. But you are so intuitive, and you will know that something is not right with that person. You will know that something is not right. And I think that later on you will realize this, or you're going to hear something about that person. So you will understand and realize what you felt intuitively, that there was a really big aspect of this person, and this person was like kind of hiding from you. No, baby, no. I don't like this person whatsoever. And once again, your own intuition is going to be proven to be absolutely spot on. Okay, but this person is going to play a much bigger role in your life that you can possibly imagine. Because of this person, something is going to awake within you. Now you're going to realize that you're ready to kind of have some fun, that you're ready to find somebody, that you're ready to socialize. You're going to feel things on a completely different level. This person is going to trigger something major within you. This person is extremely good looking, extremely charming, extremely successful, but it is not the right person for you. But because this person is so amazing in the way they look, you will know how special you are. And this is why something is going to be triggered within you. And you're going to elevate so much. This experience is going to be more important than you can possibly imagine, because after that moment in time, only then you're going to realize how much you're missing certain things in life. But then again, it's more about, in terms of socialization, how much you're going to start coming out of yourself. And I absolutely love this, which is going to lead towards you having some fun, you know, throughout the months of November. Whether you're going to meet the love of your life, I don't think so it's going to happen in November, but it's more about you starting to feel things again, and you starting to socialize, you know, and this in itself, it's absolutely brilliant. So this is something you need to kind of drift towards, because there are some very, very interesting people you're also going to meet this month as well. So now, my gorgeous Virgolini, I'm just going to see finally what is going to be a tarot card of the months. Okay, so what is going to be a tarot card of the months, my gorgeous Virgolini? Okay. Oh my God, surprise, surprise. You are going to make such a major, major, major choice when it comes to you moving forward with your life. Listen to me very carefully, my gorgeous Virgolini. This month you are going to make a major choice. You know, a smart choice, ridiculously intelligent choice, ridiculously wise choice when it comes to you moving on, moving forward with your life. There is also going to be such an unusual spiritual experience you're going to have. There is going to be a very, very unusual spiritual experience you're going to have, my gorgeous Virgolini. And the spiritual experience you are going to have, it's going to remind you of your childhood. It's going to remind you of, this is a spiritual experience, it's going to remind you of your past, but it's going to awaken you so much. And you will realize how much you're missing out in life, you know? And this is important, because that in itself, it's also going to create this beautiful moment where you're going to just start moving forward, you know, you're going to start feeling this light at the end of the tunnel. Absolutely brilliant. But this is also an important sign that throughout the months of November, you're going to be ridiculously, ridiculously intuitive. So much is going to be coming to you. There is so much you're going to realize that you didn't realize before. There is so much you're going to understand that you didn't understand before. There are signs going to be all over the place. Synchronicities are going to be out of this world. I strongly suggest you to follow this as much as you can and see where this is going to take you. Oh my God, never ever ignore your intuition, especially when it comes to the months of November. Indeed. Okay, my gorgeous Virgolini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye. Hello my gorgeous people, just to let you know, I've just started monthly subscriptions, monthly paid subscriptions, and the more people subscribe to this channel, you know, through monthly paid subscriptions, more content I'm going to be able to make. And this is why this is going to be so important. If you would like to subscribe to this channel through this monthly paid subscription in order to help me to keep this channel going, you will see the link is going to be in the description below. And thank you so much, because I will be ever so grateful. You see, lots of people don't realize how powerful blue topaz actually is, especially when it comes to activating your third psychic eye. Yes, lots of people do not realize how significant and how powerful blue topaz actually is, because once we activate our third psychic eye, we start to understand things we never understood before. We kind of elevate ourselves both spiritually and mentally as well. This in itself, it's ever so important when it comes to understanding so much about ourselves in general, understanding so much about this life in general. You know, it really helps you to go through and to go forward in life with a completely kind of deeper, with a completely different understanding, much deeper, much more spiritual, much more serene when it comes to things that have been kind of bringing you down, when it comes to things that have been scaring you, when it comes to things that have been draining your energy in general. All this stops when you wear blue topaz. Why? Because you see things differently, and you know, because it activates your third psychic eye. You elevate yourself to the point where you see literally every single aspect in your life in a completely different light. So why is this so important? Well, it's important when it comes to you progressing in life and making the most out of life, but it's also ever so important when it comes to you protecting your precious energy. You know, it helps you to protect your precious energy as well, and this is why it's so significant. I mean, look at this. absolutely stunning, my gorgeous people. And this is a handmade sterling silver bracelet, okay, handmade sterling silver gate bracelet. It's 7.5 inches long and it's 10 mm wide, so that is quite wide. And of course this is like a really high quality blue topaz crystalline, and this is something that I would highly recommend you to wear, my gorgeous people. And blue topaz also allow you to channel your inner wisdom and find a perfect pathway to successful opportunities, you know. And to be quite honest with you, like anyone who wears this will embrace sorry, will embrace their authentic self and trust, you know, you will trust your own power, and you will most certainly, you know, do things in life that are gonna bring you success in general. You know, you tend to make the right decisions when you wear these powerful crystals. So whether these decisions are like when it comes to your life in general, when it comes to your emotions, when it comes to your success, when it comes to your career, when it comes to money, you know, it does help you quite a lot, you know, to make the right decision, because it grounds you. It grounds you in a really specific way. Can you imagine how powerful this crystal is when on one hand it activates your third psychic eye, therefore you elevate, you become so spiritual like never before. But then on another hand, it's also very powerful when it comes to grounding at the same time, when it comes to you recentering yourself at the same time. And this is why, because you don't worry about things that you shouldn't be worrying about. And very often as well, people don't realize how draining this is on our overall energy, you know, and we are not able to get in our life, you know, to the certain stage, you know, as quick as we actually could. So it really is ever so important when it comes to you realigning yourself like instantly as soon as you put this on, my gorgeous people. I really highly suggest you to get this beautiful blue topaz handmade bracelet for yourself, or you can buy it for somebody else. If you think that somebody else can benefit from it, you know, why wouldn't you buy it for them? It's absolutely beautiful. And the link to buy this gorgeous bracelet, my gorgeous people, it's going to be in the description below, or it's going to be, or I'm also going to pin the actual link on top of the comment section as well. But it is a rather beautiful bracelet, and of course I only have a few of these in stock now.